Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Does Boxing. Back with another live stream, pre-gaming on this boxing. We're gonna talk about Bud Crawford versus Brook, the whole fight card. Gonna break it down. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody coming through the building. JC in the building. Salute, salute. MMA champ, what's good? Salute. MJ's total health and wellness enrichment. Salute, salute. Appreciate you guys coming through. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button if you feel like it's all good. You know what I'm saying? You know how I do. Chop it up about this boxing. For those listening to the playback, salute to you guys. Feel free to drop a comment. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody's support. So we're gonna get down to it. You know what I'm saying? Got like a decent little fight card, you know, Bud Crawford versus Brook, Franco Maloney 2. Then you got some prospects I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So let's get down to it. So touch on the undercard. Chilling there. Salute, salute. So yeah, you can catch this card. The undercard is November the 14th, top ranked boxing. It's gonna be on ESPN. The undercard gonna start on ESPN Plus. You know what I'm saying? Bruce goes, salute, salute. ESPN Plus is gonna start 4 p.m. West Coast time, so check the time. You got some decent fighters on this undercard. So you got the prospect Duke Reagan. He just fought a couple weeks ago. This will be his third fight. You know what I'm saying? So good looking prospect at featherweight. You got Raymond Malatala coming back. You know what I'm saying? He been active in the bubble. You know what I'm saying? He had a nice performance. He got dropped in his last fight, but he scored a 6-round knockout. So he gonna be on this card. Yeah, some good scraps. Tyler Howard, he's got a nice little fight on his hands. He's facing Keandre Leatherwood, you know what I'm saying, veteran, you know what I'm saying, at middleweight. So that should be a good fight. Tyler Howard, he's kind of a good prospect, man. He haven't stepped up like he should, but he's decent. He's decent. Then you got Joshua Greer, he returning back after his defeat in the bubble earlier this summer, you know what I'm saying, to Mike Planer. He got dropped twice in that fight, but he got back in the fight after his second knockdown. He won like the last 4 or 5 rounds. Well, last 4 rounds. And he just started too late. So he still got a good little future at the bantamweight division, still young. And then Elvis Rodriguez, you know what I'm saying? He been killing it in the bubble. You know, Elvis Rodriguez, strong southpaw puncher, you know what I'm saying, trained by Freddie Roach. He don't have an opponent yet. So hopefully he makes it on this card, man. I hope he make it on this card, but he's a strong puncher, and he can box too, and he know how to set his shots up. So I think working under Freddie Roach has been paying a lot of good dividends for him. You know what I'm saying? So there's some good little fighters on this undercard. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to it. So you know how the undercard starts on ESPN Plus. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. We'll see what happens though. But I'm looking forward to this card, man. I'm excited. So I'm gonna move to the next for the co-main event. So you got a rematch, Joshua Franco versus Andrew Maloney, part two. It's for the regular title at 115 pounds, the WA title. The first fight was a good one. They fought in the bubble. I thought Maloney got off to a good start. You know what I'm saying? He was like a little bit more aggressive. And he was touching up Franco. But after that round, pretty much it was all Franco, in my opinion. I thought he won at least nine of the remaining rounds. So I had like 9 rounds to three, something like that. I thought he won pretty going away, and he dropped him. You know what I'm saying? Late in that fight, and the scorecards basically said he needed that knockdown to get the win, or they was gonna give it a draw or score it to Andrew Maloney. So I thought those cards was way too close. One judge had it for Maloney. I ain't see that. Um, so and Maloney took a lot of punishment. I think he busted his eardrum and his face was all marked up. Franco really put that work on him, and that was going into that fight. It was a this fight. The first fight was basically like a I won't say a tune up, but it was like a solid opponent to get Maloney ready for bigger fights. Like even he was being Chocolatito's mandatory WA or have a fight with Cajas, something like that. So and then Franco came in there with a good game plan with Robert Garcia, and he broke this kid down. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's gonna be a little bit of the same. I don't think much gonna change in a couple months, like what 3 or 4 months. I think Franco got all the confidence in the world, and Maloney gonna try to prove something. Let's see if he stayed within his game plan, because Maloney gonna come with it. I mean, Franco gonna come with it with a good game plan. Robert Garcia gonna have him right, so it's a confidence booster. We'll see. I think Franco gets him. Yeah, I think Franco gets him too. I know that guy took a lot of punishment. Robert Garcia gonna have a better game plan. Yeah, yeah, they was trying to rob Franco too, and he was talking to the he was talking to Carl Moretti outside the ring, was telling him don't rob him. You know what I'm saying? They was about to, they was about ready to rob him, but I'm glad he got the decision. I think so too. I think he's gonna step it up, step on the gas, and press the action. Franco is a technician, a young technician. They call him the professor. So he like to he like to fight technical and break down the guy. Got a nice work rate. Those 3 fights he had with Negrete paid dividends for him. I know he got a loss. He lost in Puerto Rico. It was kind of a early stoppage, but those 3 fights with Negrete, a top 10-ish guy, and when he fought at 122, he had a fight with Ray Vargas. But when he fought those 3 fights, he gained a lot of experience, a lot of experience. You know what I'm saying? So I think that served him well in this Franco fight. I mean, excuse me, this Maloney fight. So I'm expecting another good fight, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting a good fight. We're gonna see though. It should be good. All right, we're gonna get to the main event. You know what I'm saying? So Bud Crawford versus Kell Brook. I know it can be a lot to be said about this fight. Going into this fight, though, well, looking at the landscape of Bud Crawford, I'm a Bud Crawford fan. I rock with Bud Crawford, and I know in the welterweight division, he haven't had an opportunity to fight the top guys because PBC. And you can say what you want to say about it. It's just the fact. We all know what it is. So I'm thinking this is the best guy available. And I know Kell Brook fought at 154 his last 3 fights. And people said that he looked bad against the Rafa. I ain't see that. I ain't see that. I thought he won 8, 9 rounds. That's not looking bad to me. That's winning the fight, and he won that fight clearly. So a lot of people was down on this fight when it was first made because you know, you gotta discredit Bud because a lot of the fans they rock with Spence, which understandably because Spence is a bad boy. So and Bud, he's not sociable, so a lot of people don't rock with him and this, that, and third. So you gotta turn him down because when this fight was first made, nobody was giving Brook a shot. Now the roles is reversed. Now they giving Brook a shot. That's what's up, man. Me looking at this fight, I thought this would be the best fight to be made because I feel like if Brook had those 3 fights he had at 54 and 147, he'll be a top 4, top 5 guy in the welterweight division. I think Bud KO'd Kellogg's to make a statement. We're gonna see on his way on top right. Yeah, I heard talks about him leaving. But yeah, so my theory on this, I did a video, I did a live stream on this. I might put that shit in the description box. But I was saying in that live stream that this, I think this fight was gonna happen next for one thing. I did this like maybe 3 or 4 months ago, but I was saying Brook is a tough fight for Bud. When a lot of people were saying at the time he's not, I was saying he was because Brook is a solid, strong welterweight. You know what I'm saying? He's strong. He's kind of basic, but he do a lot of good things right. He has good position. He has a good jab, good straight right hand. He got a nice inside uppercut, and you know he know he know how to press the action. You know what I'm saying? Just enough to be in his favor. You know what I'm saying? He's good against southpaws, and he can turn southpaw himself. He's one of the few guys today that I can remember that got two knockout victories with a jab. You know what I'm saying? He got two knockout victories with a jab. So I always gave him a good shot in this fight because I feel like he's a top welterweight. I feel like he always a welterweight. Maybe things outside the ring preventing him from making that weight. But to me, I ain't feel like I didn't worry about the weight when people was talking about the weight. I thought the weight was straight because I know there's no IBF second day, so that was out the window. I mean, I debunked all that shit. I think this is a good fight, close, competitive fight. I think Bud do have the more. He have more tools, and he can box his way to a victory. If he just boxes his way to a victory and pick and poke, he'll win a easy, boring decision. But we know Bud not gonna fight like that. He might fight like that in stretches, but he gonna try to come get Brook. It's a dangerous fight for Bud in a sense because in exchanges early, if he haven't figured out and got used to the strength of Kell Brook, it can be a problem. Straight punches down the middle. I seen Bud get caught with a lot of jabs in his career. Underrated. He get hit with jabs, and that's Kell Brook's forte. Kell Brook throw a lot of straight punches down the pipe. He might throw a lead right hand and finish with a straight jab. That's his combination against a southpaw. So I think it's gonna be competitive. You know what I'm saying? I think Brook gonna be strong, and he know this is probably his last opportunity. I think if Brook land Crawford clear, he can drop him. Yeah, he probably can drop him. Um, we'll see. But I think Bud. I think he has the he's more versatile in this fight. He can be able to do a lot of things. Um, I think Bud gonna have to get inside because I hear breakdowns, but my breakdown a little different. I seen Kell Brook fight. He don't like to fight in the inside. He'll hold you. We know he held Sean Porter every time they got close. He'll land a 1-2 and hold them on some John Ruiz type shit. My thing is, Bud has to make him fight in the inside, probably down the stretch. Not in the beginning of the fight. He can box and score points. It'd be a jabbing contest and a lot of feints and stuff like that early. You gotta be careful because Brook does got a good straight right hand, and like I said, all his punches straight. But I think he can in this time in sometime in the fight, he gotta be able to push Brook back and fight him on the inside. Bud is stronger than what you think. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say he not as strong or whatever because the frame. I think he won't have a problem with Brook trying to hold him. He'll be able to stop Brook from holding him if that comes to that. Bud tried to answer the exchange and run in, could get clipped. Could you're right, it could happen. Bud is a different beast though. Yeah. I mean, I think that's kind of an overused type of when people break down Bud, they say his dog gonna get him in trouble. Many people don't see it, but there's another. Yeah, Bud. Yeah, he got a killer instinct. I'm going Bud stop Brook 11. Bud stay on outside box early. Yeah, I can see that type of thing. I can see that type of game plan. Um, but I think like an overused thing is Bud. The dog is gonna help Brook win this fight. To me, I disagree with that in a sense because if as a competitor, if you hit me or something like that, or whatever, you want your guy to get the get back. I seen everybody do that. I think that's an overused thing. You know what I'm saying? I think he got a different gear than I think Brook have. We'll see if Brook's size to be if Brook's size can pay dividends. You know what I'm saying? Brook really don't move his feet like that. He keep a wide stance, and if he's gonna be the aggressor, is he gonna cut the ring off on Bud and overcommit and fall over his front foot? You know what I'm saying? I think Bud exchanging, he probably got to keep it kind of tight a little bit. But I think he still can exchange with Brook. You know what I'm saying? Like Brook ain't knocking nobody out at this level. I haven't seen it. That's another thing. Like I know the sexy pick is Brook now, but I don't know. You gotta think about this. When we seen Brook step up, we seen him perform well. Yes, but he fell short. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never really hurt or knocked out top guys that he fought. You know what I'm saying? His best win is we know is Porter, but after that, Shevchenko, who else? That's before he became world champion. Paulie went to fight Shevchenko in Ukraine and stopped him on cuts. Like I haven't seen him like really hurt like these guys. Now he buzzed Spence in that fight, and he was very competitive. But if you notice, when he hit Spence in that fight with some shots, Spence kept coming. He kept coming. Like he didn't. It wasn't no pause in the action. Take a step back and then let you gather and let's regroup and reset. Do it again. No, Spence. He did the same thing that Bud do in fights. He kept going. You hit him, he got right on you. And I don't understand. Like I think Spence can. I think what Spence did, Bud can do some of the same things, but I don't know if he's that strong to be pushing Brook back like Spence did. I don't know about that, but I think in spots he gonna have an opportunity to. I ain't saying he gonna dog him the whole fight. I think he gonna be boxing. He gonna see what Bud has and box a lot. Like my man just said right here. I think I can see him boxing. But the stoppage, I don't know about the stoppage. I can see him win a decision. But yeah, it's a good fight though. Ain't gonna lie, Brook another UK hype job. I mean, I don't think he's a hype job, but he's one of those guys that fall in that's that category to me as a guy with like a kind of his resume is not that good. I'm talking about wins. I ain't talking about the losses. Like yeah, he went to 160, fought Triple G, kind of laid the blueprint how to fight Triple G. You can throw some good shots on the inside, and you try to, you can use your head speed and get the Triple G. Yes, he did that. You know what I'm saying? But so that's what he more so get his name off of the losses than he even did his best win. And I think he is elite welterweight when he was there. You know what I'm saying? Him being active in the welterweight, he's an elite welterweight. So I don't really think he's a hype job. It's just when you look at his resume and his wins, you'll say that though. I can see people saying that, but I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? You say I disagree. What you disagree? You right. I disagree. What you disagree with? Put it in the chat. But I don't think he a hype job. I just think, you know, some people that have a good resume. I mean, that don't have a good resume per se. That a lot of people don't know. But we know they when they fight at that level, it's gonna be damn near 50-50 fight. Brook never achieved his potential, never took good fights, and Triple G ruined his career. I mean, now that is a good narrative, and people say that, but I look at it kind of different from that because in that Spence fight, if his career was ruined from Triple G, he wouldn't even made it that far. He wouldn't have had that much success, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I may be wrong. So when you say ruin, that means if the next person he fight is running through him. Spence ran through him at the end, but he had to walk through some stuff to get there. So I mean, yeah, maybe I don't know. It all depends how you look at it. Yeah, I know. Luke got COVID. Yeah, nah. But see, I think you probably got your information wrong though, because they wasn't competing with Danny and Spence anyway, because they was gonna go early. You know what I'm saying? If Luke wouldn't have got COVID, him and Ryan was going early in the afternoon. They was gonna have a start time like 2 o'clock West Coast time. The pay per view don't start like 6 or something like that. So they were already you'll have you would have Ryan and Campbell in the ring, and one of them trash ass undercards on Smith's undercard. So they wouldn't be competing. So you probably didn't know that, but I got you. I disagree that. Yeah, I disagree too. I don't think he a hype job. He a good fighter. He just a lot of people go off resumes so much, and they call him, oh, he ain't fought nobody. That's what people say that all the time. Everybody ain't fought nobody. You can say that about anybody, then I guess, but I give him credit. I give him credit for coming over here and beating Sean Porter. I thought he beat Sean Porter. It was a tough fight. He had the dog. That fight helped him learn a lot in that fight. And that's why I say he ain't no hype job. That Spence fight, yeah, it was tough. That was a tough fight. That's why I said I don't know, like I don't know how much he was ruined from Triple G when he gave Spence a tough ass fight. You know what I'm saying? Not a hype job, but 20%. Yeah, I get you. I get you. Some people had him number one after Floyd and Pacquiao retired. Before Keith beat Danny or beat Porter. Yeah, when Pacquiao retired and after he fought Bradley, April 2016, they had Brook number one, and then maybe I don't know what happened after that. I don't keep up, but I know Brook. Some people had Brook number one, but then I think Keith took over number one after he beat Danny, in my opinion. But we'll see. I give him credit. Yeah, it's all good. We good. What's good? The Jab Jamboree. What's good? Salute. But I think it's gonna be a good fight though. Pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no knockout. It could happen. I don't think nothing. I think everybody should get full credit. You know what I'm saying? Kel don't have to worry about the second day the rehydration clause. He said he been training for a minute. You know, Bud he come to fight. You know what I'm saying? Who you picking? Who you think Canelo picking? Um, Not them two guys. Saunders fighting December the 4th. Smith, he got issues with his coach. You know what I'm saying? What you think about the relationship that Joe Gallagher had with Eddie Hearn? That's a question for you. I think Canelo gonna fight Yildirim or maybe not Zach Ryder, John Ryder, one of those two. Yildirim or John Ryder. What's good, bro? What's good? 1-1. Salute, salute. That's what I think. But yeah, don't forget me, bro. What you think about Eddie Hearn and Joe Gallagher's relationship? Let me know what you think about that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be too long on Google. Don't be too long on Google, bro. That would once you get that would explain that would take Callum Smith out of the equation. So yeah, this gonna be a good one though. I know all eyes gonna be on Crawford. A lot of people got on pound for pound number one. I got on pound for pound number one, and my shit is real simple to me because I felt like he ain't never lost that shit. I don't understand that narrative when they say, "Oh, because of the competition you facing, which is not his fault because we all know the PBC got their shit already lined up. We seen from their Fox lineup how they had it, so we already know that. The real ones know the one that's insightful. They know when they ain't trying to push no narrative or push one way or the other. We know what's going on anyway, right? So he gonna fight the guys that he's fought. It's the same type of guys that you was. They on the same type of level as like not too far from the guys that's on the back end of the PBC. Jamal James, Lipinets, those guys, they fight with Mean Machine, 50-50 fights. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why it get that much, you know what I'm saying? I know what it is, but it's really nothing. So my thing is in 2017, basically, Andre Ward was pound for pound number one. When I thought when Floyd left the sport, Pacquiao left the sport, it was Andre Ward. Whenever he's active, he's pound for pound number one. He proved it. He beat Kovalev. Some people had Kovalev winning that fight. Then he stops him. So to me, that's him pound for pound number one. And I thought Bud was number two. Chocolatito had just lost, so you had to throw him out. I don't know who else. Canelo, what was he doing at the time? Maybe you can put him up there, but then you had the steroid situation, whatever. But my thinking was once Andre Ward left the sport, that made Bud pound for pound number one. Then his next fight, and then around that time, that's when he fought in Dango undisputed. That same year, Lomachenko fought two small guys. He fought Mariaga coming up. Then he fought Rigo moving up. Okay, y'all want to give him credit for that? Okay, that's the media because they liked him. In his next fight, he fought Linares. Linares dropped him, but they still give him credit for that, moving up another weight division. Bud moved up another weight division, fought Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn had the best win in the division up until that time, and probably still now. That's the best win in that division. Beat him. You know what I'm saying? Pretty good. Then he fight guys that um people don't approve of, but those are guys he can get. Because fighting Benavidez is like the same thing as fighting Jamal James. And at the time, fighting Ugas. Ugas came into people's limelight when he fought Porter. Not 2017. 2018, with 2018, he was moving up to welterweight. He beat Ray Robinson. That wasn't enough to say, man, we gotta fight Ugas. He was still on that same level as those other guys that Bud fought. Now I think Ugas is a good fight, and I think he will be competitive, but he's still on the same line. Um, when he fought Amir Khan, same type of thing, undefeated, undefeated at welterweight. You know what I'm saying? We know Khan don't got no chin, but it was a good name if he's not gonna fight the top guys. Like y'all look at the welterweight division, like it's deep if you know about these fighters, it's deep. But if you don't know, you're not gonna give them no credit. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, Bud, ever since Andre Ward left the sport, he been number one. That's my opinion. I don't think because if you fight guys in a politically situation that you know you only gonna get a certain amount of guys, that shouldn't take away your shit. Oh, he didn't answer the question. He talking about something else. Joe Gallagher. Yeah. Oh, he didn't answer that. Good looking out, man. You helped him out. He talking about Canelo again. Oh, he talking about Canelo. But no, that's what I'm saying though. So I feel like Roy Jones Jr., one of my favorite fighters of all time. Same situation happened to him. You know what I'm saying? And he was still credited as being number one, pound for pound. He beat James Toney 94. Okay, nobody right now can tell me who he fought without going to box rec. His next three fights. You feel me? Can't nobody tell me, and if you can tell me, you can say their names. You can't tell me what they did in their career. I got you though. He fought a guy named his first title defense in Pensacola was against Antoine T. Bird. Stopped him in one round, southpaw, easy work. Second fight, he fought Benny Pass. Benny Pass, Benny Pass is a former world champion, two division world champion, fighting at 168. We knew at the time that he's a small guy and he won't gonna have nothing. He won't do nothing with Roy Jones. You know what I'm saying? But he fought a smaller guy. It's all good. No, I ain't taking away from Benny Pass because him coming back from that car accident, shit, he's still a champ. But I mean, Roy beat this guy so bad, so easy that in the fifth round he broke a copy box record that he ain't land no punches. Then after Benny Pass, that was a pay-per-view in Atlantic City. He fights Tony Thornton. Tony Thornton was known as kind of a tough journeyman, rugged type of fighter. Went the distance with James Toney. Roy stopped him in three with a body shot. You feel me? Now put him in this day of time. Y'all gonna take away his pound for pound status? Nah, you won't. You see what I'm saying? So the same shit applies. Now, at that time period, it was between him and Purnell. When Purnell lost to quote unquote to Oscar De La Hoya, Then that put Roy Jones pound for pound number one. There was a kind of a debate when Roy Jones fought. Um, they was trying to debate whether they're going to take away his pound for pound status when he got DQ'd against Griffin. Came back, slept Griffin in the first round, so he got it back. After that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Look at who he fighting. Like it wasn't. He had guys in his division that was world champions that we wanted him to fight. He didn't fight. He didn't fight the Gerald McClellans before he got hurt. Nigel Benz, Collins. Yeah, he got Roy Jones. I mean, excuse me, he got James Toney and he got Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins was a good fighter, but Bernard Hopkins is a hindsight 2020 win. When he fought him in '93, we knew he was good, but we didn't know he was going to be an all-time great. Fast forward 27 years now, 2020. You feel me? Nobody was thinking he was going to be an all-time great when Roy Jones beat him in '93. So the more B Hop was winning and went down to Ecuador, got a draw, and then he won his world title after that. Then he ran off all those title defenses and beat these guys. Now that's a high. Now we look back and say, oh, that's a good ass win for Roy Jones. That's a Hall of Fame win. But nobody was saying that back then. They were saying that about James Toney, 4-4-0, pound for pound, 1 or 2 between him and Sweet Pea. So my point is, if remembering that as a youngin, I don't remember them taking away Roy Jones shit for fighting Brian Brandon and Lucas. You know what I'm saying? After he played a basketball game, he moved up, catch weight, fought Murky Sosa. I ain't see them taking away his shit. Those guys wasn't top guys in that division. You know what I'm saying? So it's they don't like Bud. But if you take all that shit away and look at the skill set, we know Bud and Spence are the two best guys at 147. And there's no reason why that fight shouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why that fight shouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? And there's no reason why that fight should get talked down of not happening. A side, B side, whatever side. To me, I just think that fight should happen. So that's how I look at that shit, that pound for pound shit. I don't understand how you can take him away if he haven't lost and he stopped everybody at 47. Got dropped, got up, beat the guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they spin it differently. Let me see. He talking about something Azteca TV. He should join. I think he should join if it's gonna get him those big fights. You know what I'm saying? I think he should. He want all the smoke. Canelo, yeah. Canelo trying to fight. Facts. What's good, Ron Finkel? What's good? Yeah. So I'm looking forward to. But my man, you ain't hit me back with the Joe Gallagher shit though. You talking about something else? Don't change the subject, bro. Don't change the subject, yo. Don't change the subject. We know Billy Joe Saunders is about to fight December 4th. We know he about to fight. You know what I'm saying? We already know that. Or the weather girls. We know he about to fight. So let's scratch him off. We talking about a short notice fight. Canelo just want to fight this year. I don't think it's gonna be pay-per-view. If it's not gonna be pay-per-view with Plant, that's the reason why it's off. Think about it. Why would he fight in America on pay-per-view against somebody else? Now, him fighting those guys, I don't think he's gonna fight Smith or my man. I think that's probably for next year or the years to come. I think he's gonna fight either Yildirim or that guy John Ryder guy. Those two guys, I'm not saying they safer fights, but for TV, like I think Yildirim is a better fight. Like I think Canelo beats him, but style wise, and if you're gonna put it on free TV, and you'll have an opportunity to see Canelo kind of get in his bag, his offensive bag, and show y'all what it is, remind everybody what he can do. Yildirim is a perfect opponent. It's for the WC title too. You know what I'm saying? What's good? In times where what's good? He said Joe Gallagher fighters ain't fighting for Eddie Hearn right now. See what I'm saying? I know he has a situation with Jonas, Natasha Jonas. She was supposed to, I don't know the situation all the way, but she was trying to fight Terry Harper, the rematch. Then they offer her Hamadouche, who just signed with them, and she was like, "Nah, she ain't taking that fight on no short money or short notice." So they having issues. They having issues. So yeah. So exactly, that's why I'm saying, if he having issues with Eddie Hearn, how Eddie Hearn gonna get him Canelo right now? Like, it's so soon. I mean, I'm not saying for next year, but I think next, I think Canelo gonna. To me, honestly, it would make sense if he just went ahead and got the WBC strap. You know what I'm saying? Then fight Callum Smith or whoever next, unify that again, and then unify. Yeah, it makes sense to me. Even though the way he getting the belt, you know what I'm saying, is what it is. The irony that Callum Smith, yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. I thought he won that fight too. I was watching that fight live in the arena on the zone when I was at Wilder Ortiz in the MGM. I was watching that fight. I was flicking over but that was like earlier in the day. And then right after that, Cancio fought the kid Alvarado. And I was going back and forth on my phone watching, you know what I'm saying, all that shit. But yeah, that is ironic. But one thing though, Canelo rather beat one of Canelo's teammates, the kid from Ackway, the kid from Australia. He fought him on the undercard, one of Canelo's undercard, and rather ran through him. So maybe they're trying to get some get back. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You never know. Joe Gallagher's camp is a bunch of clowns. Leonard Smith blocked me 2 years ago after I made fun of his gray hair at the age of 29. Damn. Joe Gallagher, man. He got the Callum Smith. We got the Smith boys. Let me know what Callum Smith dyed his hair. Beefy. Which one? Beefy. Beefy is Liam Smith. What's Callum's nickname? I forgot. Canelo should fight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get the strap and then unify. They trying to hand it to you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Either way, you can't go wrong. I understand it. Don't put Yildirim on pay per view though. Don't put it on pay per view. Put that shit. Put it on. He trying to find a one fight deal. That's the thing. So if he like so he's shopping himself around. So my thinking is it's not gonna be on pay per view. I never really believed him and Kyle Smith, Caleb Plant was gonna be pay per view. Although it sounds sexy, a good fight, I didn't really believe it because of the schedule and all that shit. So it makes sense to put Canelo on network TV, whatever he choose, or free TV. Fight a guy that fits his arsenal. Yildirim, he right there. He brought Yildirim in to tour his camps for Triple G, so he already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? He said, "I never liked Gallagher. His fighter's too arrogant." Then he had Corolla. Yeah, Liam is beefy. Yep, yep. Beefy. Beefy got some good fights that he can do. Mundo, there you go. Mundo. I appreciate that. Callum Smith, Mundo Smith, trash nickname. I remember Andre Ward fought the older brother, Paul. Paul missed weight by like 5 or 6 pounds or some shit like that. But Andre Ward, instead of taking the money, the fine, he gave it back to him. That was dope. Even though that was easy work. They probably going to set up Yildirim versus Callum. That's not a bad idea either. You know what I'm saying? For Callum, it's not a bad idea. But I don't know. I don't think so. If Yildirim don't get this fight, in my opinion, he's gonna fight Benavidez for that vacant belt. I think what they I don't know. I think what they should do, I think Callum, like either one of them fighting Canelo, I'm cool. But my scenario would be Callum versus Billy Joe. The winner of that get Canelo. Let Canelo fight Caleb Plant or Benavidez, either one, or get the WBC. Get the WBC, then fight Caleb Plant, and then the winner of those two fight in the fall. then you can consolidate all the belts quicker. That's what I'm saying. But if Canelo want to run the gauntlet, I ain't mad at that. That's what's up. Canelo need to move like Mikey. One fight deals. Yeah, one fight deals with a guy like Canelo. I think he'll be able to. He can do some things. He can make them come out their pocket too. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on the network. Are they willing to invest that for one fight? You know what I'm saying? I know for pay per view, it might be easier for pay per view than a network deal. Because pay per view, everybody gonna win if you got a live gate, sponsors and all that shit, the site fee. Everybody gonna get a piece of the pie. But I don't know how it worked for TV though. I'm not sure. Man, JC laughing and shit. So yeah, man. I appreciate you guys coming through. I'm about to close it down, but make sure you guys check out this card though. November the 14th, live on ESPN. The undercard gonna start ESPN Plus. Let me put the undercard back up real quick. Just to remind you guys. So you got these young fighters right here. Joshua Greer coming back. Elvis Rodriguez, he a dope ass prospect. Got all knockouts. I think he's 8. No, what is he? 10-0, 9-0, all knockouts. He got one draw, but dude be cracking. And it's check these guys out. Then you got the co-main event, a rematch. This gonna be a good fight too. Like the first fight was good. I think the second fight gonna be better. You know what I'm saying? She'll be better. Maloney should be hungry to get his belt back. And Franco gonna try to keep his belt. So and then we all know about Bud and Brook. So you know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys tune in. I appreciate you guys coming through, supporting in the chat. Peace to everybody that came through the building. You know what I'm saying? That's my time and I'm out.